next to join the North American. We're about to join a semifinal round match between Maniac Matt Borne and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Now, the winner of this match is going on to the finals to take on Robert Fuller for the NAWA Heavyweight Championship title.
Let me tell you something. Don't let that little tummy this fella has fool you, because some of the great wrestlers of the past did not look like Mr. Americas, but they were still great wrestlers.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Well, we can go back in history and trace a bunch of tremendous wrestlers that appeared to have that little pouch out there that were outstanding.
I'll name you one. Ed Stranger Lewis dominated wrestling for 25 years. They couldn't find anyone to beat him.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Aha, I like this.
Yeah.
That'll get things moving.
That certainly will.
I like it.
I'll tell you what, whoever wins the North American Heavyweight Championship crown tonight is going to have a tough task in their hands defending it, because the list of eligible challengers goes on and on and on. And we got us some wild action in the middle of the ring. Matt Borne, the Maniac, trading punches and chops with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This is the semifinal round. The winner of this match will earn the right to meet Robert Fuller for the crown. Sal Carenti, the referee, wants to step in there, but he's got better sense.
Not that foolish.
He says, give me a megaphone and I'll tell him to break from the other end of the ring.
Right. Write him a letter.
Matt Borne with a front face lock. Boy, that's a strong man, I tell you. And he is left-handed.
He's hanging on, right?
Hanging on. Going to the ropes. Carenti now calls for the break. Oh, that's a change of pace to see Steamboat firing on the break. But I guess when in Rome, do as the Romans.
Got to, man.
Great block. Well, these guys are not going to waste too much time with wrestling maneuvers here.
No.
They're just basically duking it out. Whoa! And the steamer went down like one of those big sequoias.
I'm telling you.
The Maniac now taunting him, slapping him. Applying 260 pounds of pressure on that neck as well. Boom! Square on the jaw.
He's throwing him in there.
Yes, he is. You know, Ricky's taken an awful lot of punishment in this tournament so far.
I know.
He has not drawn an easy opponent, and each and every one of them takes a little more out of him. You can't help but get excited when you see that big tomahawk chop coming down.
Something's got to happen.
He's giving him an IQ test in the turnbuckles, you know. We're going to knock some sense into you. And, you know, in all fairness to Matt Borne, he had a tough match in the last round against Ranger Ross. Whoa! Excedrin headache number 9. 1 and 2, and Matt Borne kicks out. This match has a 20-minute time limit. The winner will earn the right to take on Robert Fuller for the North American Wrestling Association Heavyweight Championship. You were there, a piece of history that you witnessed. 20 years from now, when they ask that question, who was the first North American Wrestling Association champ, you'll be able to answer it. It'll be one of 3 men: Robert Fuller, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, or Maniac Matt Borne.
Wow. Oh, that knee's something, man.
Ricky may have hurt himself. 5 minutes has elapsed right now. 5 minutes has elapsed in the match, and Ricky hit that knee square
The knee's
on
a
Matt Borne's head.
Yeah, the knee is really a knockout punch.
It is.
A lot of people don't know that, but that's devastating.
I'll tell you what, though. I will tell you what. You can tear a meniscus ligament very easily hurting that knee like like that.
I know.
Matt Borne is knocked out. The referee counting on the both of them. Steamboat gets to his feet. And he is hurt. I'll tell you what, Ricky Steamboat really has done a terrible job. Uh-oh. And Borne going to work on that leg. Well, that's the veteran that he is. You got to go after that weak minnow.
That's right. That's right.
And right now, the weak minnow appears to be that right knee of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Oh, my Lord. Matt Borne now causing a tremendous amount of hurt. He has him in that spinning toe hold. And Ricky...
That's it. That's the wrap-up.
2, 3.
That's it. That's wrestling.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat has won the match.
A wrestler is like a snake. He's got you no matter what you're doing. He's got you somewhere.
6:13 of the match. 6 minutes and 13 seconds. Your winner is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who has won the match, but I'm not sure if he won the war. And coming back in to administer more punishment is Matt Borne. Here you'll see on the replay going for that spinning toe hold made famous by Dory Funk. And there goes Rick. Hooks him up in that cradle.
Oh, yeah.
2 and 3. Severely injuring his leg in his match against Matt Borne in the semifinals. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is set to meet Robert Fuller for the NAWA Heavyweight Championship belt. We'll join the ring action in progress right now. This is for the title.
135 pounds from Charlotte, North Carolina. Here is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. His opponent weighing 250 pounds from Tennessee, the Tennessee stud Robert Fuller.
That break, that 2-minute intermission was sufficient.
No, it wasn't. No.
It was not sufficient.
No,
Steamboat, he is favoring that leg, Lou.
I know.
And look who goes to work on it right away.
I think with Borne and Tennessee stud, it seems to be a little collusion there.
I tell you what, I cannot help but agree with you. It just seems to me, I mean, it's just much too obvious that Matt Borne, realizing that he had no shot at the crown, wanted to make sure that Ricky would have a shot.
Why would he do that? I mean, for no other reason.
I'll tell you what. Fuller has a tremendous advantage right now. He's fighting a guy who's on one foot. And Ricky is a game competitor. But look at it. Fuller going to work again on that leg.
Double-legged him and took him down. He's got the bad one.
He's got that bad leg and continues to apply the punishment to it. Ricky is hurt. Ricky has hurt that knee. And I'll tell you, I'm not a doctor, but that appears to be some ligament damage.
Could very possibly be.
The way he's favoring it, the way that the leg was injured, I've seen it happen oh so many times in the past. Fuller wasting no time going to work on that leg.
That's what it is.
Ramming it on the side of the ring. Robert Fuller continues to apply the punishment. Sal Carenti, man, I can't even bear to watch this. I cannot even bear to watch this. He is now inflicting the kind of punishment that in some cases has rendered an athlete helpless, a career-ending injury. He's got him up. Oh, what a nice maneuver. But look at Ricky. Ricky could not sustain himself, and he's going in for that spinning toe hold. It is all over. It is all over. In 1 minute and 57 seconds of the match, the winner of the match and the brand new North American Heavyweight Champion, the North American Wrestling Association Heavyweight Champion, is Robert Fuller. And I've got to tell you, you've got to give an assist to Matt Borne, because Robert Fuller didn't beat Ricky Steamboat. He beat a half of Ricky Steamboat. There you can see Steamboat trying to get out, and he lands on that leg. No strength in it at all. That spinning toe hold going into a lateral press. Steamboat is hurt. Ricky Steamboat is hurt. Oh my! Let us take it to the ring right now, because my partner at ringside, Lou Thesz, is going in there to make the presentation. He is going to present the North American Heavyweight Championship belt to, I have to say, an undeserving Tennessee stud, Robert Fuller. Not that Fuller is not a great competitor, not that he is not a powerful wrestler, but he took advantage of a less than 100% Ricky Steamboat. Let us turn it over to Fabian Fuentes, our ring announcer, who will make this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the heavyweight belt to Robert Fuller, here is Lou Thez.
Thank you very much. Robert Fuller is going to be awarded the championship belt. However, I would like to say something, Mr. Fuller.
Anything, Lou.
Between Mr. Borne and you, there had to be some sort of collusion arrangement, because this could not have happened without some help from the outside. And I will give you the belt under protest.
You darn right.
Under protest.
The North American Wrestling Association heavyweight champion, the Tennessee stud, Robert Fuller.
Your new champion, the first one in the history of the North American Wrestling Association, Robert Fuller, and I have to agree 100% with Lou Thez. Present the belt to Fuller, but under protest. It was obvious to those of us that were watching that there had to be some form of collusion. Your knee is hurt. Man, we're sorry.
Well, you know something, Ted, thank you for the kind words, but that's all part of this type of a business that I'm in, whether what the people believe or what they want to believe or not. But this is what happens in the course of a match. It happens in the course of a tournament such as we had tonight. It's been happening, things like this have been happening more so in the last 5 years because of the notoriety the wrestlers been getting, the publicity they've been getting, the national covers that these guys have been given. This man came over from Tennessee. He came, he saw, and he conquered, and he told everybody what he was going to do. But I'm not a beaten dog, not now. No. I'm a devoted wrestler, and I'm sure a lot of the wrestling fans out there and a lot of the wrestlers that were backstage were wondering what kind of man, what kind of wrestler I was. Did I come back in shape? Did I come back with the heart of a tiger, the heart of a lion? Have I got that one more desire to go on? I'm a devoted wrestler, and I've always been a devoted wrestler. Have I kept myself out of the game for too long? A big question a lot of people were asking themselves. Do I have to get up and go? Do I have it anymore? Well, I'll tell you something, Tennessee stud. I've started this long, hard, tearful, painful campaign. And I'm not going to let any of these fans down. I'm going to go on and keep going on until I win that belt. I'm going to go on for all the wrestling fans, and I'm going to go on for myself and for my family. The promotion one more time will see me rise to the top like the cream, and I'll bring the gold home. The next time when you meet me, you Tennessee dud, I won't have a gimp leg. I won't have a wounded wing. I'll be 100%.
Ricky, you need to get back in there and get some ice on that knee because it's blown up. Please, please, please. Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat, if we can, we'd like to get the brand new North American Wrestling Association heavyweight champion, Mr. Robert Fuller.
We heard the agony of defeat. Let's get the thrill of victory in here. You know, I came in here. This is just another tournament to me. I win them wherever I go, but I heard you had some tough ones here. You had some guys going out ready to win the most influential belt going down right now, and I said I want to be right in the middle of it. But as this tournament went on, the longer it went on, I saw these disgusting fans out here got no respect for me nor the state I come from, and I started wanting to win this darn thing. I mean, little feller, I started wanting to win it, and I knew right then, when I felt it, baby, there wasn't no man alive that could beat me. And I proved it because I took the fire out of your dragon, Daddy. And anybody out here got any questions about it, you're looking right now at the toughest man in America, the North American champion, the legendary Tennessee stud.
Well,
and
sir,
don't you forget it, baby.
Sir, I do have some questions. I do have some questions that I have to ask you, and that is...
Give it to me, Daddy.
How can you feel so cocky about having won the belt under the conditions by which you wanted it? And you ought to give half of that to Matt Borne.
Let me tell you something. You go right now. You find Matt Borne. You ask him who the champion is. You ask him who this belt belongs around the waist of. Matt Borne's going to tell you right away. He went in there and he gave it to Steamboat. He gave it to him good, Daddy. And all I did was just like I beat the man that I